What is my natural varna? What is my natural swabhava? What are my duties corresponding to that? There's a group of devotees in Hungary, because they have a farm, New Brajadam, and their whole, not just the farm, has interest in Varnashram, but the whole of the Hungary Yatra has interest in Varnashram. So I just happen to know that the leading devotees, maybe 30 of them, spent almost a year discussing the topic of Varnashram. What does it mean in today's context, and how to develop it? Because Prabhupada said it's something he wanted for our society. So after 1 year of spending a lot of time and energy on that topic, they came up with the following understanding. The topic is discussed in the 7th canto of the Bhagavatam in relation to Prahlad Maharaj. After the whole Prahlad Maharaj story, it's being narrated by Narada Muni to Yudhisthira. So hearing the whole story of Prahlad, Yudhisthira turns to Narada and says, wow, Prahlad was really an extraordinary personality, and I'm supposed to be the king, so I should know how to instruct my citizens to become extraordinary, or at least spiritually qualified. So could you give me teachings so that I can carry out my Kshatriya duties to help my citizens become spiritually qualified, like Prahlad? Good question. And the result of his question is several chapters where the system of Varnashram is outlined. So it goes like this. Pure bhakti requires that one becomes a follower of Varnashram. To become a follower of Varnashram, however, one has to become a human being. And so then it gives a whole long list. Canto 7, Chapter 10, I think it is, that it's basically becoming a human being. So these devotees in Hungary decided, let us just focus on becoming human beings. So they had classes every day on one of those, for let's say every week, everyone gave a class. Their topic was focused on this quality, and then that quality, and then that quality, and then that quality. So we can become eligible to become followers of Varnashram, because that's what Narada said. You have to become human before you become a Varnashram follower. Now, Prabhupada would say you can't become a human without following Varnashram. And Narada is saying you can't follow Varnashram till you have certain qualities. And it's very similar to what Bhishma Dev says, that the classic standard of a gurukul would do. The teacher, the guru, would impart character, most fundamental. So the character development is most fundamental in the duties, because without character, you're not going to carry out duties properly. You can know something and mess up because you're misapplying it because it's not directed by character. So that's just a thought. So he wrote a book. The leader there in Hungary wrote a book on, he called it Varnashram Compendium. And there's a disciple in China that was requested to teach Varnashram. They asked me, how do I do it? I said, get the book, because fortunately they're English speaking. Read the book and just teach from the book, which is like how to become a human being. These different qualities. I mean, that's not the only thing that's in the book. But, it's not easy. Back to your question, it's not easy to understand, career and how do I perform Varnashram properly? It's all jumbled. So how do I do it? What does it look like when it's done, or it's maturing? So that's a nice book for persons that want to understand how to implement Varnashram their life or in their community's life starts with becoming civilized humans, persons of good character, and how to cultivate that. Okay, that's